didn't see you there. Hello. I'm just gonna put this right over here. Well, hello there, ladies and gents. It is me. I am back again in a new location. Really, it's the same location as my other videos in my bedroom. I haven't moved or anything, but new angle. You can see more of the trash, I guess. But let's get to the real reason we're here today. We are at the end of 2019. I can't believe the years just gone by so fast, like all of the other years. It's crazy. And if you haven't noticed, I'm using a microphone. My phone as a microphone. Sorry if it sounds like shit. This is my first time doing this, so I don't know what works yet, but I will learn after this. For those that know me, y'all know that I just had a birthday this past 13th of December. And I turned 25 years old. A whole quarter of a century. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I didn't do anything crazy, just, chilled with the homies, like I usually do. But I thought of making this video where I talk about 25 lessons I've learned in 25 whole ass years. And this has been done before. I'm not original. But I just thought 25 was a really kind of monumental year. I just know that this past year in particular, 2019, has really been a year of realization for me. Realization. And I just thought that this would be a perfect time to not only get some content out, for my viewers, but also to reflect on all that I've learned, not only just this past year, but the past 25 years of my life, from the womb to now. So let's just get right into it, shall we? Alcohol is the devil. Yes, I said it, and I said what I said. Alcohol and me just do not mix anymore, dude. Like, I have thrown up so many times just within the past few years from alcohol. Even something as simple as a fucking wine cooler, like, clearly alcohol is not for me. And I've accepted it. Sometimes it sucks in social settings when all your friends just want to drink. And I'm just, guess I'll be sipping on this water, bro. Sorry. But yeah, it just fucks with my stomach, and it is truly Satan in liquid form. I do not recommend it to anyone, and stop poisoning your body. Save your money. I'm still learning this myself. I have not. I suck at saving money. I did successfully save $3,000 for my move to Phoenix, Arizona, which was nice, which was an accomplishment. I just really suck at saving. But when I want to save for something really bad, and when I have my mind set on it, I go for it, dude. I go for it, and I don't quit. So 2020, we're gonna save up for a new car. Boom. Natural makeup is actually a vibe. Yeah, that sentence just came out of my mouth. No, but I went through a phase a few years ago where I was really into all the beauty gurus on YouTube and on Instagram, and just having that full coverage, full glam beat. I guess it's just not me. It's just not really me, and it just feels really heavy on my skin. I feel like I'm not really letting my skin breathe that much. That's why tinted moisturizers are kind of about to be my new go-to as far as foundation goes. I want to start using more cream blushes and highlighters and shit, and just less products overall, because I really don't need that much. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but No, but really, I'm lazy as fuck, and I don't wanna put that much effort into my makeup when I actually do wear makeup. And I feel like it's just better for the skin, you know? Let your skin breathe a little bit while you still look fabulous. Sure, sweets are not everything they're cracked up to be. Listen, if 2019 has taught me nothing else, it is that sweets are bad for you. Who would have thunk it? A lot of the things that I really loved as a kid that were sweet, I just don't like as much as an adult, and I feel like I'm really getting old, and it's just depressing. But yeah, that's another thing I've learned. My stomach is really sensitive, and I think it's gotten more sensitive with age because I can't even eat sweets like I once could. Like, it really is depressing. Which brings me to my next lesson: don't eat junk food right before bed. Because your stomach might betray you when you try and get up in the morning for work. Shave your legs once a week or you'll hate yourself. Because, listen, I have really thick leg hair. Unfortunately, I have thick hair. Period. It gets really tough for me to shave once I wait a long time, and I end up hating myself for it because it's like, why? It's so much harder than it has to be. And I already hate shaving my legs enough as it is, so why make the process even more grueling? Coconut oil is actually holy oil. Yes, you heard it here, folks. Coconut oil is holy oil. I feel like coconut oil has just done wonders for my hair. I really do love it. Like, I have it in my hair now. I just feel like it gives my hair so much moisture and shine, and coconut oil is that bitch. Like, 100% that bitch. It's okay to do things alone. I have really learned within the last few years that going out by yourself, whether it be to the movies or to a concert or whatever, can be really therapeutic almost in a way. It's just like you get time to spend just with yourself, your own solitude, and no one else has to be around to bother you. And it's just nice and it's peaceful. And it's like sometimes because people are more likely to fuck with you when you're alone. So I've had that happen at concerts before. And people just love fucking with and taking advantage of people that are just on their own. So that's like one of the main downsides. But other than that, I fucking love doing things alone. I think it's great. Which brings me to my next lesson. Hanging out with myself is pretty awesome. I actually have learned to love myself a lot more in the past 3 or so years. And man, I'm fucking funny. Dude, I'm so funny. I tend to like my own thoughts more than others. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding, but I'm kidding. Guys, come on. I just like learning things, and I love how open-minded I am. I love hanging out with myself. It's just fun, and it's just cool, and it's fucking cool. Solitude is better than being surrounded by shitty people, which I've definitely had to learn the hard way. It's just so much better being alone than being, the lesson speaks for itself. I mean, what do I even really have to say about that? Not everyone is meant to stay in your life. As the old saying goes, people are... How does the old saying go? Some people are in your life for seasons, and yeah. That's how the old saying goes. That's so true. I mean, even people you think are gonna be in your life forever, sometimes they're just not supposed to be, and that's okay. I think everyone comes into our lives for a reason, and they're either going to be a blessing or a lesson or all of the above. I think it's good and important to remember that whenever you break up with someone, whether it be friends, family, a relationship, it's gonna be okay. Not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. I mean, hey, if you don't like me, something's wrong with you, but I understand that not not everyone can have taste. No, but seriously, this is something I definitely am still learning and I'm going to continue to learn, I'm sure. I've always kind of had a problem with people pleasing a little bit. I want everyone to like me because I feel like I'm a good person, and why wouldn't you like me? But then I had to come to realize that not everyone can handle my just bluntness and just the way that I view the world and how passionate I am about the world. Not everyone's gonna like that. That's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. And I mean, sure, whatever, Jan, whatever floats your boat. I'm not tripping. Never settle for less than what you deserve. This is definitely a big one that I've learned also within the last few years. This is talking about jobs. This is talking about intimate relationships. This is talking about family, about friends. Don't just settle and tolerate bullshit that you don't deserve, that you didn't ask for, when you could be flourishing and living your best life without this kind of toxicity in your life. Like, it's so much better when you finally realize, wow, I actually don't have to deal with your bullshit, and I can actually live my own life and just live it the way I want to and speak however I want to, whenever I want to. Like, wow. What a nice life to live. Sometimes you just outgrow people. And that's kind of going off of one of my other points. Not everyone's meant to stay in your life, and you can outgrow people. You are allowed to grow and mature and evolve, and not everyone's going to be going on the same journey with you. Not everyone really even wants to, and that's when you have to realize and make the hard decision that it's time to move on. It's time to move on from these people that you just don't see eye to eye with anymore. And it's sad and it sucks. I mean, if you guys watched my last video that's an hour long, you would know, like, when it comes to long-term friendships, it's fucking hard to just let that go. All that history that you had with that goes with the relationships too, and family members. Like, wow, this history we've had, and I just realized you're just not meant to be in my life anymore. I'm meant to move on to bigger and better things, and I'm not taking you with me. Just because you love each other doesn't mean you're meant to be. Come on, y'all, stop using the excuse,
I love him, I love her,
in order to just continue being in a toxic environment. It's not healthy. It's not gonna progress your life in any way. So just move on. And I know that's so much easier said than done, but it has to be done in order to bring peace into your life again, and in order for you to be truly happy and content. You can love someone from a distance, and that's what I've had to do with both family and friends at this point. And it's sad, but at the end of the day, you love these people. You wish nothing but the best for these people. Who knows, maybe one day when both of you are in a really, really good place, you can come back together again and catch up and maybe even form a new relationship. Or maybe not. And that's okay. Communicate your feelings. Yeah, I need to tell myself that in the mirror every day. I'm not good at doing that. I'm just not. I never have been. But I have been more communicative with my feelings lately. Again, 2019 was a year of realization. I realized that I can't keep bottling up emotions and expect things to just work themselves out, because they're not gonna work out. I have to communicate like the adult that I am, what I am feeling, whether it be at work, to a boss, whether it be in a friendship, whether it be in a relationship, whatever. Like, I have to communicate, or else nothing will change, nothing will get better, and I'll only have myself to blame. Set small goals that will eventually lead to your big goals, which is a big thing for me. I think I've had to do that a lot when it comes to just going back to saving money, and I think that's what I want to do more of in this coming new year. Just do little small things every day that will eventually lead me to even bigger and better things to improve my quality of life. I really just want to meditate. Like, I really want to meditate more, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. Like, that's something, and I think I need that because, honey, I have anger issues, okay? Like, It's hard for me to deal with the world out there and the people in it because the people in it are gross and just nasty. This is what I have to deal with on a daily basis, so I need to try and cope with it in some healthier way. And the same thing goes for my career. As some of you know, I want to be an actress one day, and I don't really have anything going on with acting right now, but I'm hoping in the next year I'll be able to maybe join a community theater of some sort and get back into acting because I have not done it since high school and I miss it so much. So yeah, I think this lesson is kind of something everyone knows, but it's good to just start small. Look at more than 2 places when you go apartment hunting, because I didn't do that. No, literally, you guys, when I was in Arizona looking for an apartment, I looked at 2 apartments. 2. And I made my decision after seeing the second one. That was not smart. Yeah, that was not smart at all. Yeah, I low-key regretted that, but at the same time, it happened for a reason, I believe, and I believe that reason was to teach me that you need to look at more than 2 apartments when apartment hunting. Nonetheless, I'm glad it happened. I still had a great time living in Arizona despite the adversity. But yeah, you might want to look at least like 5 apartments before you make a final decision. Sometimes it's better to invest in expensive things, which I don't get to participate in too much because I am brokety broke. But I think that spending a little extra on a bag or like a coat or jeans or something, or even just like home decor, your bed comforter, whatever, a couch, it is worth it sometimes to just spend a little bit more because, man, have I learned a lot about quality. I mean, just because clothes are super cheap, it does not mean they are going to look good, especially in the long run. A lot of that shit will not last you more than just a year or 2. It's better to just save the environment a little bit, get some expensive things sometimes if you can, and hold on to it for as long as possible. Just because you have white friends doesn't mean they aren't racist. My childhood. For those that don't know, I went to a pretty much all-white private school from 1st to 5th grade, so I had made a lot of friends, a lot of white friends, and I also lived in a very rural white area, and I had a next door neighbor friend, I was white, who I grew up with, and I really was close with these friends, only to find out years later on Facebook that they were Trump supporters and were all lives mattering the fuck out of my newsfeed. So that was fun and fresh. That did suck though, I'm not gonna lie, like, damn, I really thought these people were cool and like had common sense, you know, and just, I don't know, cared about all people. Obviously, this is something everyone knows. Just because you have a black friend or black friends does not mean you can't be racist or prejudiced ever. Kids, keep an eye on your white friends. Just keep an eye on them. California is a great vacation spot, but not somewhere I could live. And this just, it hurts my soul to say because I wanted to live in California for so long, like pretty much since I was like 12 years old, and wanted to start acting because I knew LA was like the central hub for all actors acting anything. But then I think this year, or maybe it was last year, I kind of realized, yeah, no, LA has too many people, too much traffic. I'd just rather not, I guess. And then I thought about moving to the San Diego area, which was a little less crowded but still crowded, a little less traffic but still traffic. And I just realized I kind of don't want to miss fall and winter, which sounds so weird to say, but I actually realized this year, I think, that I really love fall and like how the weather gets during fall and how the trees look and all the leaves on the ground and Halloween and all that. And I realized California, I mean Southern California where I wanted to live, doesn't really have that. They have their beautiful landscapes and whatnot, but at the end of the day, they don't really have winter. They don't really have fall. And I kind of don't want to miss that. I'm looking more at like up north, Pacific Northwest, possibly. Still on the West Coast. Yeah, California is just, it's way too crowded. It's just not enough seasons for me. You can believe in science and be spiritual at the same time. Yeah, that's another thing I came to realize this year. Oh, you can actually believe in facts, actual like science, while also still being spiritual and having your own beliefs about what our purpose is and why we're here and who got us here. I love being an open-minded queen. We love it, we stand. And I just think more people should be like that. I feel like a lot of religious people especially are just so closed-minded, so stuck in their ways and so stubborn and just refuse to see the world any different than what they've grown up believing. I'm never going to force anyone to believe anything, even if it's facts and it's been proven by science. I'm not gonna force anyone to believe something. If you can expand your mind and at least, you know, consider certain ideas, you can just hang out there in that lonely corner, that lonely, closed-minded, miserable corner. Health insurance is a scam. Ladies and gents, I hate to break it to you, but it is indeed a scam. I feel like everyone knows this too. Like, I didn't realize just how much of a scam it was until this year, actually, when I really got more into politics and started listening to people that were just completely opening my eyes to how our country works, especially when it comes to this healthcare system that's just so shitty. And no other like major country in the world does what we do. Like, we literally say if you're poor and you just happen to not have any kind of medical insurance, health insurance, you're fucked. You're fucked. You won't be able to get treatment. You won't be able to get any kind of medication unless you rob a bank. Then maybe. Or rob a pharmacy, apparently. There is no room for poor people and a lot of just working class people to get quality healthcare. And it's disgusting. It's so sickening to just know how much money these health insurance companies are making off of people's lives. Like, people are literally dying because they can't afford to go to the doctor, because they can't afford their prescriptions. I mean, people are rationing insulin, y'all. Like, no one should have to do that in America. It's fucking insane. Most politicians are bought by the ultra wealthy, and that's why nothing ever gets done, and we need to start paying attention to politics and elect more progressive champions in office. I think that's fair to say. Like I said, I've really come into my political knowledge this year or whatever, and I have just learned so fucking much. Oh my god. Basically, wealthy people run the country. Like, I don't know if you guys knew that. They're out here buying politicians. This is why we need to vote, guys. Like, I know a lot of you have given up on the political system, the political process, and I understand, bitch. I was once you. I once thought, this shit doesn't matter. Nothing's ever gonna change. But it can. Oh, but it can. If you just vote in the right people. The people that don't take money from big donors or corporations. The people that actually care about our environment and our planet going to shit. The people that are actually going to do something about our issues instead of just making excuses or making slight incremental changes that really don't do shit. And finally, don't try to be someone you're not. I have had to learn this so much throughout my last 25 years of life, let me tell you. I have tried to be so many other people. It's scary. I was just always afraid to be myself for some reason. I guess I didn't love myself, so that goes along with loving yourself and making sure to take care of yourself. But I didn't love myself, and I wanted to be someone else. And I even went through an insta baddie phase when I thought I needed to dress up in Fashion Nova from head to toe in order to like be considered sexy or something. When in reality, I was so uncomfortable in those kind of clothes. It just did not feel like me from the start. And I'm so glad I came to realize that it's just not who I am. I'm not comfortable in those kind of clothes, but I now know what I will be comfortable in, what I am comfortable in. And that is like the best feeling, when you know what kind of style you want to wear, what kind of person you want to be. I mean, this goes along with this YouTube shit. Like, the biggest, most successful YouTubers always say, dude, just be yourself. Just be yourself. The people that really connect with you will eventually come to your channel and fall in love with you and watch all of your videos. That's all I really want, is just to connect with people by being myself and nothing but myself. And I encourage all of you to do the same, whether you do YouTube or not, just in everyday life. Even though it's cliche as fuck to say, still, just be yourself. If someone doesn't like it, that you wanted to like it, they weren't meant to be in your life anyway, sweetie, so deuces. But yeah, that is my 25 lessons I've learned in 25 years. Oh yeah. I wish nothing but good energy going into 2020. I pray that this year is life-changing, is monumental for everyone, not just me. And I hope that I can face new challenges and conquer those new challenges. I just wish nothing but success and prosperity and peace for you guys in 2020. Let's just remember to like vote. I gotta say it again, like, be registered to vote, bitch, in the primaries, bitch, because nobody ever wants to vote in the primaries. They always just want to do the general or not vote at all. Bitch, vote, because our planet's going to shit and we're all gonna die in like 10 years if y'all don't fucking vote. But that's all for me today, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful, happy, exciting, joyous new year, and I will see you in the next one.